when everyone is screaming at the TV, celebrating goals, arguing over teams. There's always one person sitting quietly in the corner, not watching football at all. And people ask them, "What's wrong with you? Don't you like fun?" But psychology says something surprising. People who don't watch football aren't boring. They simply think differently. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden psychology behind people who don't follow football and what it reveals about their personality, intelligence, and independence. Football is more than a sport. It's a global culture, a social ritual. For many people, it's identity. But psychology is not interested in popularity. It's interested in patterns. And when psychologists study people who choose not to watch football, a unique psychological profile begins to appear. This video is not about judging football fans. It's about understanding the mindset of people who step outside the crowd and why. Their brains often work very differently. They are less influenced by social pressure. Most people watch football because everyone else does. Family traditions, friends, office conversations. Psychology calls this social conformity, the tendency to follow group behavior to feel accepted. People who don't watch football are often less affected by this pressure. They don't feel the need to participate, just to belong. This doesn't make them antisocial. It makes them psychologically independent. They don't tie identity to external symbols. Many people attach their identity to teams. I'm a Barca fan. I live for United. I hate that club, but people who don't watch football usually don't build identity around external symbols. Psychologically, this reflects internal self-definition. Their sense of self comes from ideas, values, or personal goals, not teams they don't control. They don't feel emotional highs or lows based on a match they didn't play. They prefer mental stimulation over emotional excitement. Football triggers emotion, excitement, anger, joy, disappointment. But some people prefer mental stimulation over emotional stimulation. They enjoy learning, creating, thinking, or observing. Books, podcasts, skills, or personal projects feel more rewarding to them than watching a game. Psychology links this to cognitive orientation. They seek meaning, not adrenaline. They don't escape reality through sports for many people. Sports act as emotional escape, a break from stress, responsibility, or dissatisfaction. People who don't watch football often face reality directly. They don't rely on sports to forget their problems. This doesn't mean they never relax. It means their coping mechanisms are different. They might find peace in solitude, creativity, or growth. They think long-term, not moment-to-moment. Football is about moments, goals, wins, losses. People who don't watch football often focus on long-term progress, career, skills, health, personal development. Psychologically, they are more future-oriented. They invest time in things that compound over years, not hours. They are comfortable being the odd one out. Not watching football automatically makes someone different in many societies. People who stay comfortable in that position usually have high self-acceptance. They don't need approval to validate their choices. They are okay being misunderstood. And psychology shows this trait is linked to emotional strength. They separate entertainment from identity. Football fans often say, "It's just a game." But emotionally, it's more than that. People who don't watch football truly treat entertainment as optional, not essential. They don't let entertainment control their mood, schedule, or conversations. Their emotional balance doesn't depend on results. They observe human behavior from outside. Here's something interesting. Many people who don't watch football still understand football culture very well. Because they observe it from the outside. They notice how crowds react, how emotions spread, how rivalries form. Psychology calls this observer awareness, seeing patterns without being emotionally trapped inside them. They avoid tribal thinking. Football encourages tribal thinking, us versus them. People who don't watch football often avoid this mindset. They dislike unnecessary conflict, arguments, and emotional drama. Psychologically, They prefer neutrality over loyalty to symbols. The deep truth shift moment. People often assume that those who don't watch football are missing out. But psychology suggests the opposite. They are not missing excitement. They are choosing clarity. They are not disconnected. They are selectively engaged. Not watching football doesn't mean you hate it. It means you don't need it. It means your happiness isn't borrowed from a screen. Your identity isn't built on colors or logos. Your emotions aren't controlled by scores. People who don't watch football often understand something very early in life. Belonging is a choice, not an obligation. So if you're that person sitting quietly while everyone else is shouting at the TV, remember this: you're not strange. You're not boring. You're simply wired differently. And psychology says that difference is powerful.